Hey everybody, so if you guys want to see how to shop at an online store, i.e. Fashion Nova, Shein, please stay tuned. Alright y'all, so basically this was a requested video and I apologize for taking so long. I'm bad at that. I apologize again because I don't even know if she wanted to order, but this is my girl, my boo. Thank you so much for the request. I really do appreciate that, sis. So basically she wanted to know how to shop, for Fashion Nova, Shein, because these type of companies are, outside the US, and the sizes are basically different, so it's kind of hard to decipher what is what or whatever the case is. So I just want to basically talk about it basically based off of my experience. So everybody, it's a first for everything for everybody. So when you're first shopping, you just want to make sure that you know your measurements. That's the first thing. So you need to make sure that you measure like your bust area, your waist, and your hips. So you want to measure all of those because that's what they're going towards, when it's time to shop for certain things. Now, when you measure it, you look at the size chart that they provide. So make sure that you open that button and see the size chart. Now, sometimes it can be a little difficult for, women that have, more curvaceous bodies. So the bottom is big, and say if they have like the top, the bust and the waist is probably, it matches what size. So say if you're a size 6 or 7, like that's I'm a size 6 or 7. And say if your bust and your waist match, what the size you want, but your hips don't. So say your hips may be bigger and your bust and your waist is smaller and it's not matching up to the size chart. What I will say is go with the hips, especially if you're wearing jeans. If you're going to purchase jeans, if you're buying jeans and the hips say is bigger, I will go with the bigger size. You may run into where the waist may be like, how sometimes you have that little, gap in the back, probably to those of you that may have that. You're just gonna probably have to run the risk of that. But if you go with the smaller size for your waist, you probably will, run into a problem with trying to get the jeans up and you will be stuck at your thighs. So you don't want that. So I definitely recommend that you go for the bigger size if your hips are big and whatever the case is, because you don't want to. So say if you are 6 and a 7 in this area and it don't match your hips, but you probably have to go to a 9 or 10 or something like that, whatever the case is, whatever your hips is measuring. If your hips is measuring 50 inches and the 50 inches is a size, whatever the size it is for the 50 inches, then you just have to go with that. And then you just have to run the risk and probably get it tailored or something like that to just fit all the way around. But that will be a better choice because you'll be able to pull up the jeans. And also when you're looking at, clothes, especially jeans, you're looking for the, if there's any stretch in them. So you look at the spandex percentage, if it says 5%, if it says 10% or 15%. So if it's like 2%, maybe you want to go a size bigger because, especially like I said before, if you're curvier, you want to make sure you're able to get your jeans all the way up. Now, if you're smaller, or if you're like, in the 2s or 3s or whatever the case is, then, maybe you might match up to the whole chart. Maybe, I'm not sure. Everybody's body is different. And so what the chart is saying, I would just say go with what the hips are going to do, because that's my experience. Okay. That's what I do. Some people may not do that or not want to do that, but that's my experience of doing that as far as when it comes to jeans. When it comes to like a jumper or something like this, like a one piece or whatever, I try to go with, whatever the size that they say, because 9 times out of 10, these jumpers are stretchy. So going with to the size or what have you, I'll go with the 6 or 7, instead of going, whatever, so that's what I would do. So I will look at what the material is. Is it stretchy material? Is it cotton? How stretchy it is, and what type of of clothes it is. So if it's a jumper, or if it's like pajamas, or if it's something that you know that's going to probably be loose fitting, you could kind of finagle with the sizes because you know that it's not going to be whatever. But when it comes to the dresses, as far as like the tight dresses and the jeans and maybe stretch pants or whatever like that, it's kind of hard. So I would just say go with the bigger size. That's going to be your best bet. And don't go 2 sizes up, depending upon what it is. I've never gone 2 sizes up. I will go up 1 size and that's it. Sometimes I regret going up 1 size because of the material of the clothing, because sometimes you could go true to size, you know, what the chart says, whatever the case is, and sometimes, you know, it's not what it is. So it's like a double Dutch type deal, if you will. I apologize about that, but it is that, because when you first order, that's what it's going to be. And also when you first order just a little bit, you know, don't order a big massive order and then say if all the clothes don't fit. You don't want to run the risk of sending stuff back. Don't nobody got time for that. I've never sent anything back because you got to go through this, nobody got time for that. So just be safe and buy probably 5 items or 4 items just to give, you know, test the waters. And if you don't like it, as long as you know, purchase a few items and that's it, you know. And always purchase when it's a sale. So if they have 30% off, 40% off, 50% off, whatever the percentage off, even if it's 25, at least you got something off if you're not, you know, impressed with the clothing. Okay, so that's another tip, you know, when you are shopping these types of stores, Fashion Nova, Shein, and all these other stores, pretty little things, or what have you. So you just want to make sure you're doing that, so you don't want to feel as though you wasted any money, you know what I mean? So yeah, so as far as that's basically it about that. You want to make sure that you know all your measurements, look at what the clothing entails, what is the specs of the clothing, does it have spandex, does it stretch, is it polyester, is it cotton, you know, look at all that, because that all factors in, because you could kind of, you know, think of the clothes that you do wear and how they feel on you, and you know that, you know, with getting those types of clothes, the only tricky things is like the dresses and the jeans, because sometimes the jeans could be tricky too, because it's like ugh. And sometimes most of the jeans that they do have, you know, they're not as stretchy unless you get jeggings or whatever the case is. But you just have to make sure that you're looking at that and make sure that you measure yourself, because if you don't measure yourself, you're going to run the risk of getting the wrong size clothes and stuff like that. But like I said, if you do get the wrong size clothes, then there's always a choice of returning the merchandise, or I don't know if you could get a refund. I've never returned any merchandise. I've never, you know, I've been, you know, displeased with some or a couple of the items that I've received, you know, with like little bagginess here and there, but I don't have time for sending stuff back. So I just, you know, it was just 1 or 2 things. So that's why I said, if you do order something for your first time, just order a few pieces, and then if you like the way they, you know, they're shipping, you like the way their clothes feel and stuff like that, and after a while you become accustomed, and you know, well, I'm not gonna buy that because it didn't fit like this next time. I'm not gonna get this because it didn't feel right last time. I'm not gonna get that size because it was baggy that time, so I'm gonna get this size. So then you start to see after a while, after you start buying. So the first time you purchase from these places is gonna be like double Dutch. It's gonna be kind of hard, but just use the pointers that I did give you, and I hope that was very helpful. If I did forget anything, I'll definitely annotate in the video. And just, you know, shop safe, shop smart, and just make sure that you are, you know, looking at everything. Don't rush, you know, when you're, you know, if you're going to do some online shopping at certain places like this, make sure that you know, you're not rushing to do anything. Make sure that you're sitting down, having some tea or some coffee, and you're just enjoying what you're picking out and stuff like that. And that's it. Don't be rushing, because sometimes you could click something and it's wrong. You could read something wrong and stuff like that. Oh, and also look at other YouTubers that have, you know, uploaded hauls from Fashion Over, Shein, or whatever place that you want to order from, and you know, especially if they, you know, they may be your body type, whatever the case is, and you know, you can kind of decipher from there, because that's what I did as well. I looked at other YouTubers to see, like, you know, okay, so that didn't do that with that. Okay, everybody's body type is different, of course, but you could find something similar, or you could see what their opinions are, and you can gather that information from their videos, and then you can put it into when you're ordering. Okay, so I hope that makes sense. Okay, and I hope everything I said, you know, made sense. I just feel like I'm just talking, but anyway, I digress. So let me know if it does. Thank you so much for this requested video. I really do appreciate it, and I apologize for being so late because I know you asked me a little while ago, and it is here now. So thank you so much, and that's just basically about that. If anybody have any requests, please let me know. Definitely request, and if I can fulfill it, I'll let you know. And because I like that, because it gives me some ideas, you know, to what to talk about and things of that sort. So it's really, really, really a good thing, and this was really good. Nobody ever asked me to do this, and it's a really good question, actually. You know what I mean? Because, you know, I know a lot of us want to know, like, how would you shop for certain things or whatever the case is, and it's kind of hard. But the first time is going to be a little rocky because it's your first time and you don't know what to really expect. You know, you see the stuff on YouTube, like I said before, you watch other YouTube, you know, creators, but, you know, once you get it yourself, you know, you could only have that self, you know, experience, you know, to have. So hopefully your experience will be a good experience, and yeah, and you can, you know, you'll be able to, you could do a YouTube video, and you know, yeah, you could do a video. Yes, she's a content creator. Yes. And I definitely will watch it. And so that's basically about that. So yeah, so that's my girl. That's my boo. Okay. But anyway, I digress. So thank you again for requesting it. I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I hope this was helpful once again. And I hope this was helpful to others as well. You probably had the question and didn't want to answer, or didn't think I would probably do a video like this, and that's understandable. But I did do a video, and here it is. And thank you once again. I really do appreciate you requesting this video. Okay, so once again, if I forgot anything, I definitely annotated in the video. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful, blessed day. Be safe out there. Thank you, and have a blessed day. Okay, peace. Bye.